Have you ever shared your biggest dream with someone, only to have them immediately crush it with doubt? Do you find yourself telling people about your next move before you have even taken the first step? We live in a society that constantly encourages us to share every single detail of our personal lives. We believe that by telling others about our goals, our finances, and our relationships, we are building deep trust. But the harsh reality of human nature is that not everyone wants to see you succeed and do better than them. When you expose your unpolished dreams to the world, you invite unnecessary envy, dangerous gossip, and heavy negativity. Some people will smile right to your face while secretly praying for your ultimate downfall behind your back. You must learn the profound and ancient psychological power of keeping your mouth completely closed. In a bustling harbor city known for its wealthy merchants, there lived a young, highly ambitious trader named Leo. Leo was incredibly smart, but he suffered from a dangerous flaw. He simply could not keep a secret. Whenever he discovered a new trading route or a rare product, he rushed to the tavern to brag about it. He loved the temporary feeling of admiration when the other merchants patted him on the back and bought him drinks. He foolishly believed that all of these men were his true friends, completely supporting his rise to immense wealth. One evening, after months of careful research, Leo discovered a completely abandoned, forgotten island, rich in rare silver. He knew that if he could just secure a ship and sail there quietly, he would become a millionaire overnight. But the excitement bubbling inside his chest was entirely too much for his undisciplined mind to handle. He walked straight into the crowded tavern, slammed his fist on the table, and loudly announced his incredible discovery. He unrolled his detailed map, pointing to the exact coordinates, excitedly explaining how rich they could all become. The other merchants cheered loudly, praising his brilliant mind and raising their heavy wooden glasses in his honor. Leo went to sleep that night feeling like a king, dreaming of the massive fleet of ships he would soon command. But when he woke up the next morning and walked down to the docks to rent a boat, the harbor was completely empty. 3 of the wealthiest merchants from the tavern had secretly purchased the fastest ships in the middle of the night. They had already sailed away to the island using Leo's exact coordinates, completely stealing his brilliant, life-changing idea. When Leo realized he had been betrayed by the very men who cheered for him, his heart shattered into 1,000,000 pieces. He was left standing on the wet, wooden docks with absolutely nothing but his own bitter, crushing regret. Desperate for guidance and completely out of money, Leo traveled to the edge of the city to find an old watchmaker. The old man, named Silas, was known for his extreme wealth and his incredibly private, quiet lifestyle. Leo entered the small, dimly lit shop and found Silas carefully assembling the tiny, fragile gears of a golden pocket watch. Leo poured out his tragic story, crying about how his friends had completely betrayed him and stolen his massive fortune. "I do not understand why people are so incredibly cruel and selfish," Leo sobbed, putting his head in his hands. Silas did not stop his precise work, but he spoke with a low, calm voice that echoed loudly in the quiet room. "They did not steal your fortune, Leo. You freely handed it to them on a silver platter," the old man replied. Silas finally set down his small tools and picked up a beautiful, highly unpolished raw diamond from his wooden desk. "If you leave a priceless diamond sitting openly on a public street, you cannot be angry when a thief takes it." The thief is simply acting out his nature, but you acted like a fool for leaving your treasure completely unprotected. Leo wiped his tired eyes and asked, "But how am I supposed to know who I can actually trust with my life?" Silas opened a heavy iron safe behind him, placed the diamond securely inside, and locked the thick metal door. You must treat your goals, your finances, and your next moves exactly like this hidden, protected diamond. When a farmer plants a tiny seed in the dirt, he does not dig it up every single day to show his curious neighbors. If he exposes the fragile seed to the harsh sun and the wind before it has grown roots, it will immediately die. A seed must grow in total darkness, hidden away from the world, until it is strong enough to break through the earth. Your dreams and your goals are exactly like that delicate, unsprouted seed resting quietly in the dark soil. When you share an idea before it is fully formed, you expose it to the brutal wind of other people's opinions. Their hidden jealousy, their natural doubts, and their own limited beliefs will slowly poison your absolute confidence. The most dangerous enemies are not the ones who attack you. They are the ones who smile and secretly steal your energy. Leo listened closely, realizing that his own massive ego and need for validation had entirely destroyed his future. He thanked the wise old watchmaker, returning to the city with a completely new, silent, and disciplined mindset. For the next 3 years, Leo lived a very quiet, completely unassuming life that drew absolutely no attention. He worked a boring, normal job at the docks, saving every single gold coin he earned with extreme, ruthless discipline. When people at the tavern asked him what he was up to, he simply smiled and gave a very vague, boring answer. They eventually stopped asking, completely assuming that Leo had given up on his grand dreams and settled for a mediocre life. But in the total secrecy of his own home, Leo was studying foreign languages and negotiating private trade contracts. He had discovered a highly profitable silk trade route in a distant country, but this time he did not tell a single soul. He didn't even tell his own family until the massive, heavy ships were already fully loaded and returning to the harbor. One bright, sunny morning, the entire city awoke to the loud sound of a massive merchant fleet entering the port. The ships were overflowing with the finest, most expensive silk the region had ever seen, worth a massive, undeniable fortune. When the men at the tavern ran down to the docks to see who owned the ships, they were absolutely stunned. Leo walked slowly down the wooden ramp, dressed in beautiful clothes, radiating a calm, undeniable, and silent power. The men who had previously stolen his island rushed forward, desperately trying to shake his hand and praise his genius. But Leo simply nodded politely, completely ignoring their fake smiles, and walked past them toward his new future. He had finally learned that silence is the absolute greatest weapon a successful person can ever wield in a noisy world. This story holds an incredibly urgent lesson for anyone trying to build a better life in today's oversharing culture. Stop telling people what you are about to do. Just do the hard work quietly and let the massive results speak for themselves. When you announce your plans, your brain releases a chemical reward that makes you feel like you have already achieved it. This false sense of accomplishment immediately drains your motivation, making it far more likely that you will quickly quit. Not everyone in your circle is actually in your corner, and many people are secretly terrified that you will outgrow them. If you tell a lazy person about your ambition, they will immediately give you 100 reasons why it will fail. They are not trying to protect you. They're desperately trying to protect their own fragile ego from your potential success. There are 3 things in your life that you must always keep completely private to ensure your own absolute safety. First, never share the exact details of your financial income, your massive debts, or your future wealth. Money changes the way people look at you, inviting completely unnecessary greed, fake friends, and silent resentment. Second, keep the intimate details of your romantic relationship completely hidden from the public eye. When you invite outside opinions into your private home, you are literally handing strangers the hammer to destroy your peace. Third, absolutely never reveal your next strategic move until the entire plan is already fully executed and finished. Surprise is a massive tactical advantage in life, and you lose it entirely the moment you open your mouth. Move in total silence, build your empire in the dark, and completely confuse your enemies with your unpredictable actions. When people do not know what you are doing, they cannot sabotage it, steal it, or throw their negative energy at it. Learn to become a locked vault, holding your precious diamonds safely away from the desperate hands of the public. It is infinitely better to be underestimated and ignored than to be loudly praised and secretly plotted against. Your dreams are far too expensive to be discussed at the cheap, sticky tables of people who completely lack your incredible vision. Let them think you are doing nothing. Let them assume you are lazy, lost, or completely falling behind in life. While they are busy gossiping and seeking cheap attention, you will be deeply buried in the dark soil, growing your massive roots. When the time is finally right, you will break through the earth and completely shock the world with your beautiful success. Guard your privacy fiercely, because in a world where everyone broadcasts everything, secrecy is the ultimate superpower. Your power does not come from the applause of the crowd. It comes from the quiet, undeniable proof of your daily actions. Swallow your pride, lock away your desperate need for external validation, and let your absolute silence be your loudest statement. The less you reveal, the more people will naturally wonder, and the more deeply they will be forced to eventually respect you. Take a deep breath today, look at your massive goals, and make a firm promise to never casually speak of them again. Work hard, stay incredibly humble, and remember that a planted seed needs total darkness to miraculously transform. Keep your mouth closed, keep your eyes heavily focused on the prize, and watch your beautiful life radically change. Stop giving away your precious power. Start hoarding your energy for the massive, difficult climb ahead of you. True success is a completely private journey, meant to be shared only with those who actively helped you carry the heavy stones. Let the loud talkers stay at the very bottom of the mountain, while you quietly reach the glorious, sunlit peak alone. Stay silent, stay incredibly focused, and let your unbelievable success make absolutely all the noise.